What's your name, man?
Roman, nice to meet
Roman.
you.
You too. I'm Dave.
Troy, what's up, Roman?
What up, man?
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Germany, but have been living in Spain for the last 8 years. And yeah, moved to Sweden recently, like last week. And then through the skate shop and the local scene, encountered this beauty back there.
What beauty is that?
This awesome do-it-yourself local skate park, which just blew my mind, which makes me come here as often as I can.
Oh, cool, thanks. How many times have you been here?
Second time, as it's just my first week here, 2 times already.
Yeah, cool.
And I hope it's gonna be a lot more.
Nice. So you said the park blew your minds, blew you away. Like, what is it that blew you away about this park?
Just the whole setting, to be honest. I mean, first of all, you're pretty much by yourself. On the other side, there's a lot of people, no matter if they're young, if they're old, no matter where they come from, who stop by, who chat you up. And this happened to me just 2 times being here. And this in combination to how it's built, how green it is, how nice it is to skate here, what kind of different obstacles you have, it's just, that's pretty much what blows my mind, I think.
Cool, that's so good to hear.
Yes.
So what kind of people did you meet here?
As I said, basically from all strokes of life, from the typical old guy who can barely walk anymore, so it takes like half an hour to cross.
Yeah, I know that guy.
In addition to that, stops every 2 minutes to like look around and see what you're up to. And yeah, this in combination even with the younger people who just hang out here, who put their bikes somewhere, everybody respects each other, no matter, as you see, I'm from Germany and everybody is welcoming me, although usually Germans have quite a hard time abroad.
Oh really? You do?
Well, you know, all these typical stupid stereotypes of Germans, sometimes we still have to fight against that. Not in the skate scene though, of course. I mean, that's the one good thing that basically makes it so easy to find a connection to people. Like as soon as you talk 5 minutes about, I don't know, a video part from 10 or 15 years ago, you right away connect and you're like, ah yeah, hell yeah, and have you seen this? Ah yeah, of course. And this kind of makes it a very tight-knit community, which is, although it's so tight-knit, it's very easy to enter and to enjoy it and to get amazing recommendations like this park.
Cool. Cool. So you mentioned before that you worked for like a video game company.
Yes, that's what brought me here to Sweden actually. I work for EA, which maybe is known from EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sports.
Electronic Arts.
In the game.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good,
right?
huh? Fuck yeah. Maybe there's a job for you there, right?
Hey.
No, but actually working in Madrid, or have been working there for the last 8 years. Now they shipped me over here to help out on their latest title for 3 months.
What title is that? Is that
then yeah, the new Battlefield.
Okay.
It's gonna be released. Fuck, don't let me get that wrong. October 19th. Go and get it.
Nice. So do you ever do like any skating games? Like do they use you like put the green dots all over you?
We did this. We did Skate, which was a pretty awesome trilogy, which unfortunately stopped in 2010 when Skate 3 was released. And believe me, I mean, it's quite hard for me to say, but there's so much demand for a fucking Skate 4, and even internally within the companies there's jokes going on, and people in their meetings say like, hey, I'm from finance and I every now and then skate in the park lot, so well, I would greenlight it right away, but there's still nothing happening. But
do you know why?
The biggest problem basically is that the studio who was responsible for that, which was called Black Box, got shut down, and people moved basically to different branches or companies, and so basically right now there's not any studio that would be good for picking it up.
Was it shut down because of profitability reasons? Because it didn't make money?
Yes and no. I mean, it's pretty well known actually, and there's quite a lot of YouTube videos. So I don't want to go into too much detail.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
But
so,
if there were a Skate 4, Do you think that Skarpnäck Skatepark could be in it?
I'm not sure if it would be like an official kind of level, but as usually like in Skate 3 you have like a park editor where people like can let their creativity flow and rebuild parks just like this one.
Can you share those with other
Yes,
teams?
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And that's basically the nice thing, and you right away find out about people who roll like you, basically, who have the different kind of dimensions and obstacles set quite clear, and you think like, yeah, hell yeah, that makes sense. There's a good flow to get around, and just like here.
How do they choose the official levels? Is that
Basically just designers who think of the level design, who then say, hey, we want to make it look like a mixture of LA or and Venice Beach and whatsoever, or like, hey, we want to base it on Barcelona and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of
And
inspiration
it's
out there.
usually, as it should be, it's usually influenced by real street, which is cool because that's what people want.
Yes, exactly. Or something that gets close at least.
Yeah.
And is
Same
hopefully
same
even
as,
fun.
As I've been inspired by here, like trying to make it close to real street. What are your own big dreams in life? Do you have some dreams that you are not yet pursuing or that you are pursuing?
360 flip nose grind.
Yeah.
That would be a dream. Besides that, to be completely honest, I'm quite happy with where I am in life. I mean, I can go skating, I have awesome friends, I have a job that I like doing, I have a beautiful Colombian girlfriend, and I don't know, to be completely honest, my dream is to keep going like this, to be able to enjoy life, to skate as much as I can, to, I don't know, just try to be a good person, I guess.
Yeah. What makes a good person for you?
Oof, good question. I don't know, somebody who keeps it real, somebody who's honest to themselves, who's trying to be helpful, who doesn't lie too much or not when it shouldn't be. And I don't know, somebody who likes dogs and who likes and respects their mom. That's a good person.
Dogs?
Yeah, I'm a huge dog person.
I love dogs.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like you just described me. I'm like, we just met. That's
Fuck yeah, bro.
we got a dog right here.
Ah, nice, man. What's that, an American Bulldog?
Yeah, pit bull. It says only the strong survive.
Quite a strong race, but let's not let the German get into strong races or anything about that. Okay?
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
It's crazy though because Dave looks more like German than you to me.
I get that a lot. I mean,
I
after
thought you were gonna say like a dog. I was like,
what kind of dog do I look like?
I am German though, like maybe sixth German or something. My great grandfather was German.
Yeah, you look Spanish or something.
Yeah, that's what people keep on telling me. I got everything from Turkish to Spanish to Italian to I don't know.
Well, that's good. That means you can go anywhere and find your place.
Try to.
That's right. Cool.
So is your girlfriend here in Stockholm?
Not yet. Coming next Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Definitely looking forward to that. I've been scouting the neighborhoods in order to be able to recommend some nice places.
Okay.
Does she skate?
Yeah, no.
Okay, but she's been standing on the board a lot.
Yes, and I had to drag her around the city, push her up hills, all the kind of stupid stuff you have to do. But if it's love, it's love.
That's
you know?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool. All right. Troy, do we have anything else that we usually ask?
I don't know, man. I think you pretty
Who
much
cares what
covered
we usually
everything.
ask?
That was like great.
Yeah.
I love your answer to like the dream question. I don't think we've gotten that yet.
Yeah.
Not even the 360 flip nose grind. It's not like a common dream people have.
Funnily enough, no one gave a trick as a dream yet.
Yeah,
We were the first one.
That
Yeah.
or just wanting to like stay like where like being happy with where you are and wanting like continue just to like to be yourself and keep it real.
Guess it's kind of around what David Jakinda and Douglas said, to keep skating when they
yeah,
get older.
that's true.
Which is so nice. Sorry to interrupt you there, but which is so nice to see nowadays, that you have all those old folks who still keep on fucking rocking it and it's becoming more and more accepted in society. I mean, you can think about those Olympic Games, shit, whatever you want, but just the fact that something like this is not getting torn down, or that people start respecting it, or even people who don't skate see that something great is happening there, have this kind of acceptance nowadays, I think is something that was hard to establish. And at the same time, it's very fucking great to have now.
For sure.
I'm sorry if this damages your your illusion.
They're gonna tear it down. No.
Yeah, they're actually talking about tearing the bowl down, up there down, because and people aren't really respecting the park. Like, we have now been repainting the whole park. It's taken a lot of time, and then people just come and tag all over it, and then that in turn turns into, like, when they try to remove the tags, they wear the benches and everything down and all. And so some people definitely, like the majority, probably are respecting it, but it's not like a 100% thing. There are still a lot of people who maybe don't think about how much damage they cause and how they stop us from building more skate stuff by keeping us painting instead of building more skate stuff, which I would love to do. And like, but we also have this, like, our mission, or what the municipality wants to pay us to do, is to make the place look good and safe, and to get people the feeling that it's,
which it definitely is.
They want people to come here and not feel like it's degrading and falling apart, and it's just like graffitied all over. And I'm not talking about graffiti, I'm talking about like the ugly letters where you don't put colors or anything.
To be completely honest, I've barely seen a D.I.Y park that's maintained that well. I mean, in Madrid we have a good scene of do-it-yourself spots. There is Escombro, which is very, very, very awesome, which is also maintained a lot, which is also just this local scene, keeping it alive. But nevertheless, on a level like this, with so much charm and dedication, this is pretty unique.
Thanks. It might be. I haven't skated all the skate parks, but I think it's pretty unique, And I think that, like, we do need to thank, like, because like a lot of DIYs, do it yourselves, then they don't get this kind of support from the municipality that we've gotten here. And it took like 4 years or something of doing it like more for ourselves or by ourselves. But once they came in, they have been keeping it, like, they've seen how it's appreciated, and they do help out. So thank you.
And that's good to know. That's good to know, and that should be definitely kept alive like that.
Yeah, and that's something I've actually been thinking about. Like those other DIYs, like, I'm sure if they wanted to, like, sometimes the whole point is to do it without the municipality. And especially in skateboarding, like, that might be a thing. Like, we want to do our own thing. We don't want them to have any say, which has its own charm. But like some of them, I think they could definitely take it to the next level if they wanted to, by doing certain things.
I think the way it's done here is the right way to basically independently build everything, or have this freedom, especially as far as creativity is concerned, to design
Shape
everything
it the
how
way
you want it. And at the same time, then once everybody sees something great has been created, to be able to get the support and maintain it that way, or even improve it further.
So to get back to your dream.
Which one?
Not the 3/6 flip nose grind, but what happiness level would you put yourself on, like between 1 and 10 on an average day?
8.5 maybe.
Wow, that's high. Why do you think that is?
Because I have to think about, or I only consider the stuff that kind of lowers this grade, this score, or whatever you wanna call it. I mean, as I said, I'm healthy. I have supportive parents. I have awesome friends. A girlfriend I love. A job I like.
Do you mean the stuff that raises? Sorry for interrupting. Do you mean the stuff that raises it or lowers it?
No, basically that's all the givens, let's say. So the stuff that lowers it would be, for instance, I don't have dog. Like I always grew up with a dog, and my parents always had dogs, and I always had them around me. And right now, just work doesn't allow it to have enough time to dedicate as much time to the dog as I would like to. So this is, for instance, one thing that lowers it at least half a point or 1 point. So we already at the 9.5 or 9. And then comes in the fact, for instance, man, I'm gonna sound like a douche now, but not seeing my parents that often. I see them like 2-3 times a year, and fucking love my mommy. So living in Spain and all the shit, this is also another half point or 1 point lowering the grade. But besides that, man.
So you're saying like you focus on the things that make you happy instead of focusing on the things that may lower the happiness score, quote unquote.
Yeah, especially if you cannot change it.
Yeah.
I mean, you sometimes also just, I don't know, have to apply some common sense and think like, hey, does it make sense to have a dog right now? Although I would love to have one.
Yeah.
No, doesn't make sense. And better wait a couple of years and be able to spend exactly the fucking time you want with your dog and go out for those long walks in the woods and stuff like this.
That's right.
Also, one thing maybe lowering another half a point is living in a city. Of course, it's nice and in order to have a job like I do, it's kind of necessary. But I come from the countryside, man, and just being out in the woods, leaving your house with the dog, and
being out in nature, that
exactly
fresh air.
breathing that fresh air, drinking that fresh water, stuff like that, or going snowboarding or going skating or whatsoever. That's just a couple of things that are very nice to have and make me very fucking happy.
Yeah, it has with me too, but I've overdosed on it, I think, sometimes. So, like growing up in a small, beautiful nature place, I just like it became boring after a while, and also spending a lot of years in Africa, it just becomes, anything can become boring. So now I look forward to go to LA again, but I do appreciate Stockholm, and Stockholm is also like a beautiful mix of nature and water and city.
Definitely.
Making you just jump in from anywhere into the water, and it's beautiful here in
I
the
guess
summer.
that's the thing. You always, or there are always certain points where you try to want something that you cannot have, or that's not what you have.
Yeah.
You're from a fucking small village and you think like, damn, I want to live in the city. I want to go out. I want to not only have one shitty discotheque everybody goes to, but I only play shitty music and the bouncer is also crap. So no, I don't want that. But then later on you realize, man,
Dang,
actually it was pretty fucking nice.
With the shitty bouncer.
Yeah, right? But that's also one good and one bad thing. You know, you come back to those places and kind of nothing changes.
Yeah.
I'm not missing LA for the discotheques though. Like I love Venice Beach that you talked about before. Like for example, you have the nature, you have all the different people of all different kinds to meet, and you have the skate park, and you have the access to all the, like, you know, it's like a melting pot of very interesting, accomplished people in LA. So you kind of have them all within the geographical, you know, area. So, you know, you can. Every now and then you'll bump into someone super interesting that has interesting stories, and people from all over the world with interesting stories. So
definitely, and they all meet there, as you said. It's a crazy ass melting pot.
It's like what I've been trying to create here already existed there, and for some reason I missed it the first time I was in the States. So I've been trying to recreate that here, but it's so hard. Like my original vision was like to have, you know, activities here that would like bring people in, like, so there was like kind of like a Venice Beach flow of people all the time. Like, and there was like,
let's stop you from what you came for. I mean, shredding it up on the board.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thank you so much for stopping and talking to us, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that again. It's like, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was a pleasure. Thanks for taking your time.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And